Hello, my dear friends, how are you? Each one of us is facing certain problems. Nobody is without the problems. But although the nature of problems differ in case to case, today we are going to talk about how to take the practical steps to solve the problem which I or you are facing. So there are certain practical steps, there are 8 practical steps, and there are 5 additional tips as well. So let's talk about the 8 practical steps for the solution of our problem. The practical step number one is define the problem. Define the problem and clearly identify the issue and its root cause as well. So that is the practical step number one. Now the practical step number two is that is gather information and collect relevant data. Collect relevant data and insights to understand the problem better, and we need to gather the information, we need to collect the data so that we are better able to understand the problem. Now the third practical step is that is break it down into the several parts. Like go to a butcher shop, there you will find either the lamb or the cow cut into the major pieces and hanged over there. Similar part of the body is caught separately. So in that way we can break it down, break our problem down into the several parts as well, so that we could develop a separate and a different strategy to tackle every part of the problem. Now that is the practical step number three. Now the practical step number four is that is set goals. Setting of goals, it is very important. How can we set the goals? It is determine what you want to achieve and set specific measurable objectives as well. It is set goals. So that is the practical step number four, and it is set goals. Now the practical step number five is that is brainstorm solutions. Brainstorm the solutions, and that brainstorming of the solution mean that enlist, conceive, enlist as many solutions as you can, and even by asking from other people, please give me a certain solution. Talk to several wise intelligent people, and on the one hand you will be having certain own solutions in your own mind, and you will be getting it from other people, and list all of those problems, and that is called brainstorming. And it is the point number 5. It says brainstorm solution. Now the point number 6 is the practical step number 6 is that says that choose a solution which is better than the other solutions in your opinion. Obviously, after enlisting the possible solution, we have to do the plus minus of each solution separately. We do have to do the plus minus of each of the solution separately. So that is after doing the plus minus, then we will choose the best option, the best possible solution. We have chosen the best possible solution as well. Now the step number 7 is that says evaluate and adjust, making the evaluation and adjusting as well. Assess the effectiveness of your solution. Assess the effectiveness of your solution and make adjustments as well as it is needed. So that is the practical step number 7. How can we solve our problems? What are the practical steps to solve our problem? Now the eighth and the last practical step to solve our problems, it says learn from experience. learn from your experience, and it is reflect on the outcome and apply the lessons as well, apply the lessons learned to future challenges as well. It says learn from the experience, reflect on the outcome, and apply lessons learned to the future solutions as well. So these are the 8 steps, 8 practical steps for the solution of our problems. After talking about the 8 practical steps, now let's talk about certain additional tips as well. And these additional tips are 5 in number. The first additional tip is stay calm and stay focused as well. Staying calm, staying focused, it is like we have solved half of our problem, and that is manage stress level, manage your stress, and manage your emotions as well, so that we are better able to think clearly. Manage your stress level, manage your emotions, so that you are better able to think clearly. The additional tip number 4 is seek support, seeking of support, and it is consult with others, seek advice, or join a support group as well. That is consult with others, seek advice, or gain a support, or join a support group. So that is the additional tip number 2. Now the additional tip number 3 is that says prioritize self care. Prioritizing self care. How can we prioritize the self care? It means take care of your physical, your emotional, and your mental well being as well. Taking care of your physical, your mental, and your emotional well being as well. So, that is the third additional tip. Now, the fourth additional tip is be flexible. Being flexible, it is the additional tip number 4, and it says adopt to the challenging circumstances and adjust your approach as well. It is adopt to changing circumstances and adjust your approach as well. So that is the additional tip number 4. Now the additional tip number 5 is practice resilience. Practice resilience. How can we practice the resilience? Develop coping skills. Developing coping skills and bounce back from the setbacks, developing the coping skills and bouncing back from the setbacks. So that is called practice resilience, and it is the additional tip number 5. Now please remember, problem solving is a process. Problem solving is a process, and it's okay to make mistakes. By following these steps and by following these strategies as well, you will become more effective at managing challenges and achieving your goals as well. So, my dear friends and fellows, our today's talk was highly productive, effective, useful, and it is so because, my dear friends, troubles and problems are there in the life of every individual, but if at all we know the right approach, if at all we know certain additional strategies as well, then as a result of all that, we can manage our problems, solve our problems in a much better way. Thank you.